Okay, this is Gamer Blave, and we are back with another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. If you missed the last episode, or you just want to be reminded of what was going on in the last episode, we just did a couple of missions for Bernard, really, and we're trying to increase our bankroll to basically get a couple of... Hey, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Let me go ahead and pause it really quick, though, when we get in here. We were just kind of trying to increase our bankroll and... you know, get a little bit better equipment, get a little bit better skills. In between the last episode and this episode, I sold some of that stuff that we had got, and I went to Neuhoff, talked to Ginger, because he had said he was going to teach us some stuff about horsemanship. He gave us a horsemanship point, and I went back up to that area and I was hunting. And I'll show you in a little bit. We've got our inventory is basically chock full of a bunch of meat right now. I don't know if it's gone bad because we did have to sleep because it was like the middle of the night. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy, and then we'll talk about what we plan on doing in this episode. This is just a wandering pilgrim.
I'm poor. Not a single grosh into my name. Please, help me.
All right, let's see what you got.
Please, sir. Help me.
You got a bunch of dudes in the bushes here. What's happened to you?
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg, but as you can see, I'm barefoot. My feet are frayed to the bone. Don't you have a strip of clean cloth for me, good sir, so I can swathe my feet at least?
I do have some. I don't, but here are some alms. Yeah, I do, by some chance.
Wait, I'll see what I've got.
Yeah, we can give him these bandages. There we go. Confirmed delivery.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I seldom meet such a good Samaritan. God shall repay you.
Anytime. Take care now.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's going to come back to us or not, guys, in any sort of good way. It would have been nice if we had some shoes that we could give the guy, but, you know, we didn't. Anyway, what I was saying, we pretty much covered what we have done here. But in terms of what we're going to do this time, I want to see if we can sell any of this meat that we've got, if any of it's still good by the time we get to Ratai here. So let's kind of check it. Let's have a look. So yeah, the deer meat here, it still says it's good, but it's starting to go, but you can see we've got quite a bit, 195 of it. So, but I did want to go to the huntsman down here as well. Now guys, just kind of full disclosure, I had started recording this episode and I got into it a decent way. I'm not going to spoil anything. I got into it probably about 25, maybe 30-ish minutes before I realized that I had messed up something in my recording and it was going to cause the visual element of it to be wonky, to say the least. So I went ahead and I just said, you know what, I can either pick it up from here and it's just going to have a messed up first bit, or I can go ahead and restart it. So that's what we're going to do. So anyway, I had talked to this guy, but I had thrown away all my meat because I didn't think we'd be able to sell it. But I was like, you know what, this time I'm not going to throw away my meat, and we'll see if he'll actually buy it. We'll see if he will buy. No, he won't actually. Oh, wait. No, he will buy it. He will buy it. That's really cool. So, let me grab that because it was on my horse. Move that to inventory, all of it. Okay, because we're actually going to buy some fairly expensive stuff from this guy. Okay.
Good luck then.
Okay, so sell food. We're going to sell all this. Yeah, nice. 500 bucks. That, the hare meat is not worth nearly as much as the roe meat, sadly. And we're going to sell, basically, we'll sell 24 of that. Well, let's sell 23. I might eat one here in just a second. But anyway, we'll sell that much of it. That's going to give us 700 bucks. That's nice because we want to buy all of these better piercing arrows, which are quite expensive. And we want to buy, I think it was this one is the best one that we can buy, that we can use, rather. These other ones, not quite as good, but this one right here, we can use. So we're going to go ahead and buy that, and then we're going to sell Hans Capon's hunting bow. There we go. And we get $2. We actually still get some money for that. Nice. So our meat did actually get us some money there. Nice. Nice. So that actually paid off. I'm kind of a fan there. Anyway, move that to the horse. And anyway, that ended up working out. And I had, since we were hunting, since I was spending a bunch of time hunting, I took off a bunch of our armor. One of the things that I decided I was going to do in the middle of the last episode was kind of, I think I'm going to not wear our head armor unless we're going into battle. And I think that it may end up biting us in the butt because, you know, if you end up like initiating a fist fight or something like that, it would be nice to have that because it does offer an awful lot of protection. But at the same time, it kind of takes me out of it when you're wearing that full helmet in like dialogue and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna, you know, just choose to put that on when we feel like we need it. But anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, we can eat our hare meat. This gives us 14, so we can actually eat both of these, right? Yeah, we can eat both of these. Nice. Nice. Hey, dude, let me buy. This guy's ridiculous. You don't have to take up the entire stairway, dude. It's like maximum douchiness.
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Probislavitz.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
My men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad.
The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Merhoyed, and that's a much more serious matter.
Merhoyed. Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Probislavitz. Bastards are probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. Villagers held them off, and they even took 1 captive.
Nice.
He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry.
That's fairly good news that they got a captive
Did we find in
and fended off an attack.
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
It's just a pile of copper.
Curva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some worth.
Wow.
Curva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschens seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Dopredel.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Merhoyed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhoyed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not a medieval counterfeiter by any stretch of the imagination, but I would wonder almost if it would be, I don't know, I guess more efficient, cheaper to just take, I mean, because, you know, if you're actually going to go through the process of mining silver for the counterfeit operation, right? You'd have to mine it and smelt it and do the whole refining process just to get the silver that you're going to use to plate this. Why not just take, you know, actual groschen, right? Actual silver, like, you know, the already silver that's been refined, and just melt that down and use it, because that's already gone through the refining process. And then you just use it to plate it, because, you know, you're only going to use a small percentage of it. So, you know, the amount that you'd be able to use to coat the coins, you know, you'd think it would go a much further way, or a longer way. No, longer distance. I don't know what the proper word is I'm searching for here. It's not coming to me, guys. Who are these activity givers? There are an awful lot of side quests that we could do, guys, that we haven't done. But the thing is, it's like, I mean, I feel like that we, I mean, I guess let's think of it from a couple of different perspectives. I mean, the main reason that we would want to do the side quests would just be to kind of get to experience a little bit more of what's going on here. But this guy, I guess this is the bow guy. So this one might be a good one because we would get more bow experience. I don't even know what this one is. This is the tavern. I don't know why we would want to do anything work for that guy. So I don't know. Maybe we should do some more of that stuff. We have a DLC quest here. I don't know. I've as I said in the very first episode, that I was kind of wanting to focus on the main story, because I kind of regretted not getting very far into it, you know. So I really want to see this stuff. I want to make sure that I see it through. I don't know. There wasn't. On your way, you see an armored man who's clearly waiting for something, not likely to be a bandit. Let's examine. This might be the guy that we...
Lad, come here.
No, that's not the guy that we had encountered in an earlier episode who wanted to challenge us to a duel.
How about a little wager?
But it might be... Now, here's the issue that I see with him. He's not as well armored as that guy, but he has an axe, guys, and that is not great news.
What's the matter?
I have a proposal for you. A wager.
I'm listening.
A little friendly combat. Just the two of us.
Hold on a second. Oh, man, I wish I forgot that we needed to put on our helmet. We really should have put on our helmet when we left the town. See that? Hold on a second.
Sorry, that's not for me.
Fair enough.
We can talk to him again in a second. Let me put my helmet on, though. We need to not be traveling around outside of town without our helmet on. I think we'll take him up on it, guys.
Hey, lad.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I have a proposal for you. A wager.
I'm listening.
A little friendly combat. Just the two of us.
But the thing is, here's the problem. Like, this is just for sport, really. I mean, and I mean that in not only the actual sense, but like the meta sense, if you will, because there's no amount of money that he can give us that's gonna cover the cost of repairs, because his axe is gonna just thrash our equipment. It is going to just thrash it. So, I mean, there's that. But anyway, let's go for it. Let's find out about him, though.
And what do you do?
Merchants hire me for protection. That's all you need to know. So,
Yeah.
Shall we fight then?
All right, screw it.
All right, why not?
Excellent. I trust you have something to wager.
$50.
Aye, I have.
That's so ridiculous.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's get to it then.
Oh,
Ha! You horse son!
get away from my horse. Let's watch our stamina with this guy. We really don't want him getting in at our we don't want him getting in at our undefendedness with that axe. Oh, yeah, eat that. Oh. He yielded.
Sakura. This is not my day. Here, take your coin and run along.
Nice. Okay, we clobbered him over the head with the Herod sword, and he was not having it. He was not having it. So he did clonk us once with that axe. Let's kind of get a little sense of what it did to our equipment. Armor. Hold on a second. I'm not seeing. Honestly, I'm not seeing that it did anything. It doesn't look like it actually. It must have been a super duper glancing blow, guys, because I'm not saying. I mean, like, it looks like the condition of every single thing we have is at 100, and I did repair it all before I went hunting, so I guess that adds up. I guess that adds up. So anyway, let's keep heading on to Merhoyed. Merhoyed. Looks like the rest of our journey here is going to be uneventful. Which is, you know, sometimes nice, I guess. Nice.
Quiet as the grave here.
Works for me. All right. What's up, guy?
Good health to you.
And to you, good sir.
What's happened here?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands, barely come out of that alive. And now the plague.
Plague, you say?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, tell me about the plague first. I guess that seems like the most kind of curious situation here. But then let's talk about this captive as well, and just kind of run down, find out what we can. But then also we need to find out about we need to find out about all this stuff, guys. I mean, that's the long and short of it.
Tell me more about this plague. It sounds terrible.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying. No doubt the people will be next. Melikar's old woman's taken to her bed and it doesn't look good. Straw's wife and brother, more and more.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Yeah, that sucks. It really does. Okay, so I heard you guys got a captive.
I heard the bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at Melikar's place. But then the disease came.
Okay, what can you tell me about these chumps?
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Scarlet's was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
And, well, we already know that they put up a fight on account of the fact that, well, one, they fended them off, and two, they got a captive.
Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. but they cut up young Straw something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
Okay, who are Melikar and Straw?
Who are Melikar and Straw?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smill from the Neuhof stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local woodcutter. Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that. His old man isn't taking it well.
I mean, should he be? Okay, so we already know that Straw is dead. We don't really have to ask him about that. That's kind of ridiculous. But let's find out about where we can find Melikar.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
I do like that this villager has, every single time he's pronounced it, he's like, Melikar, Melikar, and Henry is just insistent. He's like, Melikar, or something like that. I can't even pronounce it how Henry's doing it, but it is pretty funny. He's just like, he's never heard this guy's name before, except for this guy pronouncing it, and this guy's not pronouncing it the way Henry is, but he's just insisting that it's not pronounced the way that the guy's pronouncing it. Okay, let's find out where Matthias is.
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias! The brigands got him, poor lad. He's lying wounded at the stud.
Okay, let's go and or find him.
Thanks. That'll be all for now.
Okay. Now, let's just take off the big helmet, and then we can sort of see, we can at least see our face in dialogue. I really wish there's, I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn recently, also on the channel, if you're interested in that game. But they, you know, your armor has helmets, but they have an option to remove it during cutscenes, and or I think just remove it in general. But it's a pleasant option to have, or nice, because it, I mean, okay, just if I think in general, like, just as an aside, guys, because I like to kind of think about like what it would be. I think that if you were just traveling around, honestly, you probably wouldn't just be like traveling around the countryside wearing literally all of this all the time. Like you'd probably wear like you'd probably be wearing like this like gambeson, maybe possibly this thing. And I mean, like if you're just wanting like some general protection around, you'd probably have like, I don't know, maybe like a chain shirt that you wear, you know, while you're going around the countryside to, like, you know, protect yourself from the you know, odd bandit attack. But like this stuff would be like immensely cumbersome and like probably really difficult, or not something that you want to ride across the countryside in, you know. Probably not just the kind of thing that you go around and talk to random people in, you know, for the heck of it. It would be, I claim, I don't know, you know, I didn't live there. I mean, it would be something to, you know, look into a little bit more, you know, talk to someone who's more an expert on medieval history and armaments for sure. But that would be my guess, is that you wouldn't actually wear this stuff all the time anyway. So for me, it's a little bit more immersive if you know, don't have that stuff on. It would be kind of cool. Like I would like to see if they had in the next game, because I do think that they're making a sequel to this, if they had like a, you know, like a different outfit, you know, and you could like customize it. So like basically this loadout is kept on your horse, and then you can, you know, you have to like take some time to equip it when you know that you're going into battle or something like that. And, you know, you're slower when you're wearing it, and I don't know, maybe over time you take a stamina, I don't know, a stamina penalty for wearing it. And then you can wear like, I don't know, a lighter armor for, I don't know, a longer or maybe indefinite period of time. I don't know. I'd like to see something like that. I think that would be more immersive for a game that I think really excels at the level of immersion that it has. I think that the main times where this game breaks immersion, guys, I'm sorry, I am going off on a tangent. I think the main times when this game does break immersion is a bug, right? I think that is probably that those are largely due to the fact that, you know, this studio, at least as far as I know, is not, at least at the time that this game was made, was not like one of those huge, you know, massive studios that had all of the funds in the entire universe, you know, and, you know, you can only do so much.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into the garrison. I would say, yeah, more envoy than garrison. Because I'm not really just a soldier in his army.
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors have been reduced to begging. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, wow. How's he doing?
Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Well, I mean, that's a fairly positive way to look at it. Me, if my arm was broken and I was just lying on the ground in the stable, I would be freaking moaning about it. You'd know about it. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyway, we already heard quite a bit about the raid. I don't think that we really need his account of it as well. I got to be perfectly honest. We already talked to that other guy about it. He told us, you know, that they attacked, that they got armed, that they captured the dude, who's holding the dude. We already know about it. I don't think we need to know any more. Let's talk about the sickness, though.
About this sickness?
When did the plague start?
When did this plague start?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
Okay, so just as an aside, man, I keep taking these asides, guys, and I do apologize. Well, you know, I mean, I don't entirely apologize for that. I like going off on tangents, and you know, that's just kind of me. I have been playing Ghost of Tsushima on my channel as well, and there is a side quest in that game where you go to a village that has been attacked by, well, I guess it's a village settlement, you know, camp, whatever it is, that's been attacked by Mongols, and the Mongols leave, right, and then a plague starts. So it's very similar to this situation right here, but then you investigate that, and what happens? What is revealed to be the cause of it, but that they poison the water supply. So this has an eerie and striking resemblance to that. And also I was watching it was kind of the sequel isn't the right word. Band of Brothers, the sequel to Band of Brothers, kind of the sequel, because the Band of Brothers was obviously the European theater, and then the Pacific, right? The Pacific was the Pacific theater. The Pacific which was the HBO series that was based in that was set in the Pacific Theater, which, guys, in terms of just like series or movie making, in my opinion, vastly inferior to the show Band of Brothers. Just if you're interested in either of those things, World War II series is Band of Brothers, much better. But anyway, I recently went through those. But the Pacific has a scene in it where the Japanese army poisons a water supply that that they had given up ground. They had given up some ground, so they knew that this ground was going to be taken, and they poisoned the water supply. Before the Allied forces. Well, I mean, I guess the only ones that were fighting in the Pacific Theater were the Americans, but the American forces came in and took that area. So, this seems to be a fairly common theme, at least in my recent experience with fiction. So I'm wondering and suspecting that, guys, I think that they poisoned the water supply. That's my guess.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Well, not if we can do anything about it. Okay, who is sick?
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melachar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Well, now that guy said Melachar, kind of a little bit more like Henry than the other villager. It was kind of like that guy had like an in-between. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up about that because that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's talk about Merhoyed, I guess. I don't know why.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Where can I find Straw? Straw's dead. Tell me something about Straw. I don't really care about Straw because he's freaking dead. But we can try to find out about Melachar. Let's find out about him, and then because we need to talk to him about accessing this prisoner.
What's Melachar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melachar.
Subjects giving orders, that's not right. It's a good thing someone took the lead. I mean, yeah, for real. Like, someone had to take the reins here. The first one, I think, is kind of a ridiculous statement.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Where can I find him?
Where does Melachar live?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Melachar lives in the left-hand one.
Okay, Melachar, left-hand one on the way out. Okay, but there's a lot of ways out, so something tells me I'm going to miss that. But let's see if we can find that. Now, hold on a second. Yeah. There's an interesting site over here. I mean, I love the artwork in this game, guys. Gotta admit it. I mean, I'm reluctant to do so. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna have to, this left one? Which one, guys? It's like when you exit the stables, it's the left one. Guys, I don't have any idea what he was talking about. Let's see if it's, I don't know. Let's just go into one of these and see if we can find this dude. Hello? That person is not Melachar. Ooh, who's this?
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melachar.
Yeah, where's Melachar, dude?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Okay, I want to see the captain. Or
need to talk to that
the captive.
Sorry, no one's allowed inside. Melikar's orders.
My orders trump Melikar's orders.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and I urgently need to question the captive.
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let you in. If you want to talk to the captive, you have to get permission from Melikar.
Oh man, that dude needs to learn his place. That is ridiculous. I mean, guys, that's genuinely ridiculous. If I'm the Pope's freaking envoy and he's like, Melikar, this freaking Randar in this freaking town says that says we're not having any of it. Melikar, are you in here, buddy? I'm just going into random houses until we find Melikar. That is some dude's storehouse. We could go in there and ransack the joint, but I am no thief. I mean, I guess I'm sort of a thief. I don't know. I'm not really a deliberate thief, but I mean, it's said that we've stolen plenty of crap. This is a, I don't know. Grocer? I don't know. That doesn't even look like a house. So let's go into this one. Maybe this is Melikar's. Guys, there's not really a whole lot of... That's not it.
Brother, where we have to go?
Whoa, trespassing. That guy didn't seem too concerned about it. Maybe this is Melikar. Oh, it is. Hey, dude.
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Cobbler. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
Well, I mean, you can't expect Sir Radzig to be everywhere. It's like he would have sent guys, or, I mean, he is currently sending a guy. Sir Radzig knows nothing of the plague. Stop obstructing me and take me to the captive. No one could have known what would happen. I'm tempted to go with either 1 or 3 here, but let's go with 1 right now.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Alright, I'll go to the monastery and help you. You could have sent someone long ago. I'm not here to serve you. Take me to the captive. Okay, I'll go and find someone. I'll be nice.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. Probably our best hope.
Thank you.
Now, actually...
Thanks for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
Oh, jeez.
Daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
May the Lord watch over.
It seems like basically all of them had those marks on the door. I was kind of wondering what that was. But if you noticed, everyone had the cross. So let's talk with this guy and ask him.
Dearest brother, is that you?
Okay, well, he's just freaking hallucinating. Yes, I am your brother. I'm not your brother. Well, what are we going to get more information from him if we tell him we're his brother? I don't know. I don't want to lie to him.
No, I'm not your brother.
Then go away. I want my brother. Brother. My brother. Where are you?
Farewell.
Okay, well, let's tell him that we're his
Brother?
brother.
Brother. Dearest brother. Is that you?
Yep.
Yes, it's me, your, brother.
Everyone is nearly here. We need to get to Skalitz for the fair.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. They're back again. Please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I'm your brother. I was gone for a long time. I come
Oh
back
my
home from
gosh.
Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. I can drink a pitcher of water and right away I'm parched again.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so fever, thirst. I mean, I'm assuming that guy is just delirious because of his fever. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Yeah. It's bad. It is bad. Oh, there's another door. There's another door.
Grant him a place in thy kingdom. Grant him eternal rest.
Oh, that dude's toast.
Amen.
Bedrishka.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
Got more speech. I'm here to help. Wow, that dude's toast. My condolences.
Please accept my condolences.
Thank you. My poor, good husband. I took care of him as much as I could, but this morning...
I'm sorry to hear that.
What do you need from me?
They sent me to the monastery for help, but I need to know how the disease shows itself.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Sure.
Of course I'll help you.
Thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house. There's a lovely linden tree there.
I understand. I'll dig the grave there.
Thank you. When you're ready, come back. I'll say goodbye for now.
Everyone likes linden trees. Very interesting.
Merciful God, have mercy on us all.
Well, I've already got a spade. I won't steal her spade. No reason to. Okay. Oh, she's already got a little grave picked out here, so can we? Okay, don't have a spade. I do have a spade. It's just in my horse. Move to inventory. Here we go. I wish digging was that easy, guys. But alas, it is not. It is not. Don't know how much digging you've done in your day, but it ain't that easy. Just in case you were wondering.
Why?
It's done.
Thank you. Now please take him there. Oh, Lord.
Oh, goodness. All right.
Look out.
Well, you're in the way, lady. And this dude's heavy. Oh, goodness. How do you even get there? Because I had to jump the fence on the other side. Maybe we can... Maybe there's a gate on this side. Ah. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. I beat her to it. Okay, now. Pony up the goods.
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. He must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
Okay. So, fever, stomach pains, a great thirst, but I'm assuming that thirst is associated with the fever and just the desire to, well, I don't know. I mean, I maybe it can be, whoa.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife. You bastard.
Oh, settle down, dude. Calm the heck down. I've come to help your wife.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I don't have time to explain everything to you. I need to...
So you don't have the time? Come here, you fucker.
Oh gosh, we're gonna have to pummel this dude.
What's the matter? Come on!
I just pummel him. Yeah, eat that. You can't stand up to our onslaught, dude. We got 10 strength. He's just a random peasant. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna freaking kill him. But I am gonna go talk to his wife. Here we go. Oh, inspect.
Fever. Just like Melichar's wife.
Okay. So...
Leave me be, all of you.
Okay, well, he came to pretty quick. Maybe we should have killed him. That rat bastard. Okay, well, I think... Unless this house over here... Let's check out this house. See if it has the plague mark on it. It does. So basically, he's like, I put a mark on it. It's like every single house. Every single house. Why didn't you put a mark on the ones that didn't have it? It'd be more efficient.
No more suffering.
Whoa, okay, everyone in here is wrecked. Let's talk to this dude. He's the only one that's up.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
No, I haven't even
God
been to the
bless you,
monastery
boy.
yet, dude.
It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything in.
Wow.
I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you? I have one favor to ask.
Okay, what does he need?
So tell me.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
I can read. Does that mean I can write? I mean, the last time well, yeah, I'm just going to say I can.
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes.
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of Merhoyed, do bequeath my estate and all my worldly goods to my wife Wilma. If my wife were to pass away with me, I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Yanovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good-for-nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
Should I write that too?
Yes, and then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend, Father Fabian, presently the parish priest at the Church of St. Martin in Sasso.
Anything else?
This will was written down by... What is your name?
Henry. Presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Jeez, man, it's guys, it's crazy that some people are just like, my dying wish is that my son can go straight to hell. Like, come on, man. You gotta freaking bury the hatchet. It's like, man, I was talking to my mom recently, and she was telling me that my dad hasn't talked to his brother in, I don't know, like a year and a half, which, I mean, a lot of people have been estranged for a lot longer than that. But I mean, they weren't the closest, but they were, fairly close. They talked on a pretty regular basis, but they haven't talked for like a year and a half, just due to like political differences now, and that's just like what, that's just what things are coming to these days. My goodness, but I mean, that's different. It's a little bit different than like your son. It's like people just like spiting their son, but it's like, I just want to be like, Dad, you're getting old. You're getting old. Do you want to go to your grave estranged from your freaking brother? Oh my gosh. That kind of stuff. Man, it just really saddens me, but like, I can't even imagine that being like, my dying wish is to tell my son to just freaking eat one. My goodness. Anyway, what did your son do? I don't really care what his son did. I mean, there's not really a justification for this, dude. There's not really a justification for this. Anyway, let's find, I mean, honestly, I'd like to tell this guy I'm not going to do it, but we can't do that at this point. We've already kind of committed here. But I'm not really, I don't really want to know. There's not a thing. He's got to, he should be working to mend fences here. But anyway, where can I find Father Fabian?
Where can I find Father Fabian?
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of course.
All right. Okay, fine. Let's find out what his son did.
Your son Elijah. What did he do to you?
Christ almighty. Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off. The little fucker. Last we heard, he was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Okay, I'm out of here.
All right, I'll head off then.
Well...
Yes, go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
Okay, so guys, it would be interesting to see if we could actually find his son and see if we could convince his son to come back here and, I don't know, talk to his freaking dad. That would be, I don't know, interesting. But let's, anyway, about the political thing, guys, I think that is becoming all too common these days. People just not talking to one another. And, I mean, my dad and his brother, they still love each other. I'm convinced of it. But I think they just don't want to talk to each other right now. At least that's the sense I get. That's the sense I get. Because I mean, both of them have a good heart. I'm not trying to disparage anyone right now, but I don't know. It still is something that gets to me. It still gets to me. And hey, there's a lot of times where I don't want to listen to people, when they say things that I disagree with. But guys, that's one of the things that makes I don't know. That's one of the things about, I don't know, being alive, I guess. in a world where people have free will, is that if everyone if everyone has free will and is going about their business and thinking independent thoughts, then some of those people are going to think things a little bit differently than you are, and you know, you might not agree with some of them. So you know, try not to take it too personally. At least that's what I tell myself. And sometimes I don't listen to, sometimes I don't take that advice. But anyway, guys, I do think that we are going to wrap it up here. So what's going on here? So we still have to interrogate the captive. Now, where is Sasau? Because we're supposed to be traveling to Sasau, right? Hold on a second. Let's have a look at our quest log here. Once I got to Mayor Hoyed, okay, I'm confused. Because he said, or I said I was going to go to Sasau, or no, sorry. I was going to go to the monastery. The monastery is not Sasau. Where the frickin' heck am I going? Is the question. Is this the monastery? No, that's Radzig's camp. Ah, here we go, guys. Here we go. No. Is this it? No, Ravna's not it. Is Ravna it? My best guess, let's see, Codex locations, Ravna. A Romanesque church with presbytery, cemetery built there from the Sasau monastery. The church was built. So maybe? Was built there by monks from Sasau monastery. That's my current best guess, is that Ravna is where we want to go. But what's interesting, what I'm finding to be interesting right now is that it's not actually giving me a quest there. Pestilence. Let's track it. You can only track 3 side quests. Okay, hold on a second. Let's untrack some of this other crap. We definitely don't want to track this. Untrack that. What is... Untrack that. And track that. Oh. Okay, yeah. No, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so we need to head down that way. We need to head down this way and have word here in the monastery, and then that is going to hopefully help us out. Now that we have information on the symptoms, we can tell them to this Johanka. Is it Johanka or Johanka? I think it's Johanka. Johanka doesn't sound right. Johanka. That doesn't sound right at all. But yeah. So we've got a plan going forward, and hopefully once we actually get to Sasau, if that is, it says that well, guys, I have no idea. I don't know if there's going to be a town down here as well, or if this is Sasau. I don't know. We're going to find out, but we're going to find that out in the next one, because we're going to ride down that way, and it looks like there's a DLC quest en route to that location. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. We're going to be picking up right here next time.